I know that I am intelligent, because I know that I know nothing. Sometimes you put walls up, not to keep people out, but to see who cares enough to break them down. Education is the kindling of a flame, not the filling of a vessel. He is not only idle who does nothing, but he is idle who might be better employed. Ordinary people seem not to realize that those who really apply themselves in the right way to philosophy are directly and of their own accord preparing themselves for dying and death. True wisdom comes to each of us when we realize how little we understand about life, ourselves, and the world around us. Be slow to fall into friendship, but when you are in, continue firm and constant. Get not your friends by bare compliments, but by giving them sensible tokens of your love. The secret of happiness, you see, is not found in seeking more, but in developing the capacity to enjoy less. By all means, marry. If you get a good wife, you'll become happy. If you get a bad one, you'll become a philosopher. Beauty is a short-lived tyranny. There is only one good, knowledge, and one evil, ignorance. The secret of change is to focus all your energy, not on fighting the old, but on building the new. If all our misfortunes were laid in one common heap, whence everyone must take an equal portion, most people would be content to take their own and depart. He who is not contented with what he has would not be contented with what he would like to have. I was really too honest a man to be a politician and live. As to marriage or celibacy, let a man take which course he will. He will be sure to repent. Thou shouldst eat to live, not live to eat. We cannot live better than in seeking to become better. The shortest and surest way to live with honor in the world is to be in reality what we would appear to be. And if we observe, we shall find that all human virtues increase and strengthen themselves by the practice of them. One should never do wrong in return, nor mistreat any man, no matter how one has been mistreated by him. Aren't you ashamed to be concerned so much about making all the money you can and advancing your reputation and prestige, while for truth and wisdom and the improvement of your souls, you have no thought or care? Those who are hardest to love need it the most. The soul, like the body, accepts by practice whatever habit one wishes it to contact. The definition of terms is the beginning of wisdom. He is a man of courage who does not run away, but remains at his post and fights against the enemy. Each individual can only do one thing well. He can't do lots of things. If he tries, he will be jack of all trades and master of none. The way to gain a good reputation is to endeavor to be what you desire to appear. If you don't get what you want, you suffer. If you get what you don't want, you suffer. Even when you get exactly what you want, you still suffer because you can't hold on to it forever. Your mind is your predicament. It wants to be free of change, free of pain, free of the obligations of life and death. But change is law, and no amount of pretending will alter that reality. Remember that there is nothing stable in human affairs. Therefore, avoid undue elation in prosperity or undue depression in adversity. If a man is proud of his wealth, he should not be praised until it is known how he employs it. Envy is the ulcer of the soul. Strong minds discuss ideas. Average minds discuss events. Weak minds discuss people. When the debate is over, slander becomes the tool of the loser. We can do nothing without the body. Let us take care that it is in the best condition to sustain us. Mankind is made of two kinds of people: wise people who know they're fools, and fools who think they are wise. Employ your time in improving yourself by other men's writings, so that you shall come easily by what others have labored for. Smart people learn from everything and everyone. Average people from their experiences. Stupid people already have all the answers. Contentment is natural wealth. Luxury is artificial poverty. From the deepest desires often come the deadliest hate. The easiest and noblest way is not to be crushing others, but to be improving yourselves. It is better to change an opinion than to persist in a wrong one. And so they grow richer and richer, and the more they think of making a fortune, the less they think of virtue. For when riches and virtue are placed together in the scales of the balance, the one always rises as the other falls. Wealth does not bring goodness, but goodness brings wealth and every other blessing, both to the individual and to the state. In childhood, be modest. In youth, temperate. In adulthood, just. And in old age, prudent. Do not do to others what angers you if done to you by others. Give me beauty in the inward soul. May the outward and the inward man be at one. We gain our first measure of intelligence when we first admit our own ignorance. My friend, care for your psyche. Know thyself, for once we know ourselves, we may learn how to care for ourselves. Such as thy words are, such will thine affections be esteemed, and such as thine affections will be thy deeds, and such as thy deeds will be thy life. The really important thing is not to live but to live well. And to live well meant, along with more enjoyable things in life, to live according to your principles. He is rich who is content with the least, for contentment is the wealth of nature. No one knows whether death may not be the greatest of all blessings for a man, yet men fear it as if they knew it was the greatest of evils. Slanderers do not hurt me because they do not hit me. If you want to be a good saddler, saddle the worst horse, for if you can tame one, you can tame all. It is better to be at odds with the whole world than being one to be at odds with myself. Beauty is the bait which with delight allures man to enlarge his kind. An honest man is always a child. Once a man knows good from evil, nothing on earth can compel him to act against that knowledge. No man is capable of causing great evil without thinking he's doing the right thing. The hour of departure has arrived, and we go our separate ways. I to die, and you to live. Which of these two is better, only God knows.